Wow, dude, this animation looks really crispy and clean. Like, this is nice. Holy fucking shit, did that dude just do like a fucking backflip over a giant chunk of metal? Jesus Christ. Dude, that looked like it came straight out of Tron Legacy. Goated movie, by the way. Look, I know good animation is something we kind of come to expect these days from anime movies, but damn, that was nice. This is Bubble, the newest anime original film that debuted on Netflix. It's an absolutely stunning anime movie that follows the story of a sort of post-apocalyptic Tokyo that was essentially set to run by, well, bubbles. It's basically kind of like Evangelion, but instead of angels, it has bubbles. And I know that just sounds dumb, but I'll explain more in a bit. Basically, the city of Tokyo is rendered completely inhabitable and almost completely underwater from the destruction that was caused by a massive bubble explosion, aka the first impact. And now there are these various kinds of dangers in Tokyo, like this gravity vortex or these evil bubbles and whatever this is. The story follows our main character Hibiki. He wears headphones pretty much all the time and doesn't talk to people because basically he's Shinji. Hibiki and the rest of the inhabitants of this rundown version of Tokyo have come to live inside the bubble because most of them lost their parents to the incident. And after some time, they adopted this competition called Tokyo Battle Corps, which is pretty much just capture the flag. But they don't play in a gym like normies like us would do. Oh no, they play in the dangerous and rundown buildings of Tokyo. The game is actually super sick because everyone who lives there is skilled at free running and parkour. So each team wagers food and supplies since living inside the bubble is obviously not the best situation. And Hibiki is basically your typical extremely gifted badass team member who is constantly coming in clutch and putting the team on his back. Kind of like Sea-Dog VA when he plays video games.
Let's go! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm stupid!
The story unfolds even more when Uta, the other main character, is introduced. The first time we see her, she saves Hibiki's life after he almost drowned because he was trying to ninja warrior a little too close to Tokyo Tower. From here, we learn that Uta and Hibiki can both hear a certain song that the voices of the bubbles sing, which is an important plot point for the remainder of the movie. Now earlier, I said Hibiki wears headphones because he's like Shinji, but really it's because he's got hyperacusis, or whatever this word is. Pretty much, he's hypersensitive to auditory stimulation. Or in terms that I can actually understand, loud noise hurt ears. That's how Hibiki and Uta end up emotionally connecting. Now I'm not gonna go spoil the entire movie, so I'll stop there for the plot. But one thing I wanna talk about is the animation and art are absolutely stunning. Like, look at how beautiful wait, hang on. This kinda looks oddly familiar. Huh. That's a funny coincidence. Alright. But another thing I want to talk about is the music is absolutely banging. Like, this shit sounds so good. Okay, wait. This feels oddly familiar as well. What the hell is going on? It's like the same people who made Attack on Titan made this. Yes. That's exactly what this is. No wonder this movie looks and sounds amazing. So this staff is absolutely star-studded. Just as I mentioned, it looks, feels, and sounds exactly like Attack on Titan Season 1 through 3. And that's because it was produced by the legendary Wit Studio, directed by the same director, Tetsuro Araki, and the music was composed by Hiroyuki Sawano. And y'all already know how I feel about Hiroyuki Sawano, man. This dude just literally cannot miss when it comes to the music. And if you want to get fed even more, the character design was done by Takeshi Obata, who created this absolute dime piece of a man.
Yep. I'm jacking off to that.
And the scriptwriter was Jin Urobuchi, who was the original creator of fucking Fate Zero, the scriptwriter for Madoka Magica, and one of my personal favorites, Psycho Pass. So with this many stars on the staff, this shit has gotta be good, right? Well, first, I want to point out something really cool I noticed in this movie, and it's that they did an excellent job representing freerunning and parkour. The dynamic animation style Wit brought to this perfectly encapsulates the freedom and fun of freerunning. They even paid tribute to one of my favorite sports ever to watch. Tricking. Tricking is a combination of martial arts like Taekwondo and flips and tricks from things like free running and gymnastics. It was only for a short little bit, but seeing tricking acknowledged and represented was so cool to see as a fan of the sport. Earlier, I told you this movie was basically like Evangelion, but with bubbles instead of angels. Well, I already told you we have Shinji and the first impact, but we also have Misato, Rei, Asuka, Gendo, Pinpin, and even Kaoru. Who wrote this part of the script? Like, I literally can't even tell if this is a joke or not. Is this part serious or what is this? Dude, you realize you wrote it. Not my fault you're not funny. Bottom line, I will tell you right now that I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, but I am a simple man. If you give me nice visuals, good animation, good voice acting, and an amazing soundtrack, 9 out of 10 times I'm going to love that shit. Where I feel Bubble left more to be desired was its characters and plot. Hibiki and Uta's relationship felt a bit rushed, and the plot was actually not that bad, but I feel like it could have benefited from having a bit more time to develop. So yeah, I do think there was a little bit of wasted potential here, especially considering how stacked the staff was that was working on this. And this might be a nitpick, but one thing that I think might have helped me enjoy this movie even more would be having the initial release be in theaters. Anime movies have been absolutely thriving lately, and that just would have made the experience even cooler in my opinion. That aside, I do think this is definitely a movie you should check out and see for yourself if you like it, because despite my few complaints, I actually did really enjoy it. So if you're anything like me and you love some good animation and amazing emotional music, then you're going to love this anime. If you like this video, guys, maybe, like it, comment, subscribe to the channel. Maybe if I get some good interaction, I might start posting more than like once every 2 months or something. Now that I think about it, actually, if I post more, I'll probably get more likes, comments, and interaction. More subs. Jokes aside, I already have my next video like halfway done, so be on the lookout for that. Anyways, guys, it's been Kcorb, and we'll see you in the next one.